Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Township Council Workshop, Monday, October 7th, 2024. This meeting is now called to order. All rise to salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, please read the statement of public notice.
Take notice that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in accordance with NJSA 10:4-8 and NJSA 10:4-10 as follows. Notice of the meeting was prominently posted on the bulletin board at the municipal building located at 225 Main Street, Little Falls, New Jersey on January 4th, 2024. A copy of the notice was sent to the North Jersey Herald and News and the Record on the same date. Additionally, a copy of the notice was filed in the office of the Township Clerk on said date. A link and a telephone number to join the meeting virtually can be accessed on the Township website at www.lfnj.com. Electronic provisions have been established for the public to participate during the public comment portion of the meeting.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. At this time, please call the roll.
Councilmember Patel.
Present.
Councilmember Murphy. Councilmember Hablitz.
Present.
Councilmember Vanchery.
Present.
Council President Scoba.
Present. Mayor Damiano.
Thank you, Council President. This evening, we have a couple of proclamations that we would like to read. The first of which, I'm going to invite members from Unico National to join me up here in front for our Italian American Heritage Month proclamation. So gentlemen, can you join me up here? All right, and the proclamation reads, whereas October is National Italian American Heritage and Culture Month and has been celebrated as such since 1989. And whereas from the early explorers to the 5.5 million working class immigrants who arrived in the United States around the beginning of the 20th century, Italian Americans have helped shape and develop our nation. And whereas Italian Americans have made significant economic and cultural contributions to our nation in areas of government, science and technology, arts and entertainment, literature, products, and design and food. And whereas Italian Heritage Month is a time to celebrate our Italian American community and to recognize their many contributions to the growth and prosperity of our nation. Now, therefore, I, James Belford Damiano, Mayor of the Township of Little Falls, on behalf of the Little Falls Township Council, do hereby proclaim the month of October 2024 as Italian American Heritage and Culture Month in the Township of Little Falls. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here this evening. We appreciate everything you've done. Yeah. Thank you. And that's for you. All right, we have 4 more proclamations this evening. The next is the Breast Cancer Awareness Month proclamation. And whereas breast cancer is the second most commonly diagnosed form of cancer for women in the United States, and each year 255,000 women and 2,300 men are diagnosed each year. And whereas mammography and X-ray of the breast is recognized as the single most effective method of detecting breast changes long before physical symptoms can even be felt. Early detection and improved treatment is believed to have significantly reduced the number of deaths caused by breast cancer. And whereas researchers, scientists, and numerous nonprofit organizations are dedicated to discovering the cure for breast cancer. During the month of October, we acknowledge the extraordinary commitment and effort invested in this cause. And whereas we recognize that over 3.8 million Americans are breast cancer survivors that give us hope for a better future. Now, therefore, with support of those who continue to cope with breast cancer, I, James Belford Damiano, Mayor of the Township of Little Falls, on behalf of the Township Council, extend our deepest respect for survivors and those advocating for prevention and a cure. And in doing so, I proclaim October 2024 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the next proclamation we have this evening is our proclamation for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And it reads, whereas domestic violence is a serious crime that affects people of all races, ages, gender, and income levels. And whereas domestic violence is widespread and affects over 10 million Americans each year. And whereas 1 in 3 Americans have witnessed an incident of domestic violence. And whereas children that grow up in violent homes are believed to be abused and neglected at a rate higher than the national average. And whereas only coordinated community effort will put a stop to this heinous crime. And whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month provides an excellent opportunity for citizens to learn more about preventing domestic violence and to show support for the numerous organizations and individuals who provide critical advocacy, services, and assistance to victims. And now therefore, I, James Belford Damiano, Mayor of the Township of Little Falls, hereby proclaim the month of October 2024 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month and urge the residents of Little Falls to work together to eliminate domestic violence from our community. Next, we have the Fire Prevention Month proclamation. It reads, whereas Fire Prevention Week this year falls between October 6th and October 12th, and the theme is smoke alarms, make them work for you. And whereas fire is a serious public safety issue and residents' homes are at great risk for fires. And whereas smoke alarms can alert you to the danger of an event of a fire in which you have as little as 2 minutes to escape safely. And whereas first responders are dedicated to the safety and well-being of our residents. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor James Belford Damiano, on behalf of the Little Falls Township Council, do hereby proclaim October 6th through October 12th, 2024 as Fire Prevention Week in the Township of Little Falls. And last but not least, we have the National First Responders Day proclamation. It reads, whereas National First Responders Day is recognized on October 28th and is a time to honor the men and women who make it their mission to take action when disaster strikes. And whereas we celebrate those who are the first to run towards a crisis and dedicate their lives to saving others. And whereas we pay tribute to the many hours around the clock these individuals give to our community. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor James Belford Damiano, on behalf of the Little Falls Township Council, do hereby proclaim October 28th, 2024 as National First Responders Day in the Township of Little Falls. And that's all I have this evening, Council President, for proclamations until my report.
Thank you, Mayor, for presenting all those proclamations. Can I have a motion to open the meeting to the public for general matters and agenda items? Moved by Councilman Vanchery, second by Councilwoman Havelis. This is a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Madam Clerk.
Anyone wishing to address the Township Council may do so through the Council President. It is preferred if you give your name and address for the record. Comments are to be limited to 3 minutes. However, if appropriate, you may be granted additional time in the sole discretion of the Council President. Members of the public who have joined the meeting virtually and desire to provide comment shall raise their virtual hand in the Zoom application. The meeting moderator will cue the members of the public that wish to provide comment, and the Council President will recognize them in order. Members of the public who have joined the meeting by calling in must press *6 to mute and unmute themselves and *9 to raise their hand. Members of the public who have joined the meeting via the Zoom application must click the reactions icon and then the raise hand icon. Once the process is complete, we will return to the regular order of business.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is there anyone in our chat? I see no one raising their hand. Is that correct? Anyone coming for us in the council chambers? No one? Can I have a motion to close the public comment? Moved by Councilman Vanchery, second by Councilwoman Patel. All those in favor? All those opposed? The motion carries. Mayor Damiano, 1 through 5, please.
Thank you, Council President. Some of these will be relatively quick because they are items that we see on our agenda on a somewhat regular basis. One is a tax refund resolution for 2 properties located here in the municipality. There are 2 separate overpayments that are being refunded to 2 separate taxpayers here for a total of about little over $4,000 being refunded to these taxpayers. Any questions with respect to item number 1? All right, on to item number 2. Number 2 is the resolution authorizing the Affordability Assistance Grant with Renter of Affordable Housing Unit. I have spoken to the company that runs our affordable housing here in Little Falls. I've recently had some communication with them. They are filling the last of the affordable units in our current building. So they will be at almost full capacity very soon with those particular units. So we will see a lapse of time where before we begin seeing them again, or until those units are turned over. So that was the report that I have for you on those. And again, that's until some other units may come up. But with this particular building, this is getting towards the end of this building being full. Any questions with item number 2? All right, on to item number 3. It's a resolution renewing the liquor license for 2023-2024 license term. As is common, every liquor license in town requires annual renewal, and this is simply that for the company operating under BASC 2. Any questions with respect to item number 3? All right, item number 4 is a resolution authorizing the purchase of youth football helmets for the LFFPA football program under the ESCNJ Co-op. The LFFPA is the Little Falls Football Parents Association. We do commonly provide some monetary contributions to the LFFPA on an annual basis. This year, the payment is looking to purchase football helmets for the teams moving forward. As many of you know, helmets have become increasingly expensive over the years with all of the new concussion protocols and concussion ratings that they have. This year's financial payment will be funding helmets. Any questions on item number 4? All right, and item number 5. This is the long-awaited resolution authorizing the purchase of new equipment for Sikorsky Park under the ESCNJ Co-op. And I say long-awaited because there was a long period of time since the storm in saturated ground and the tree took out portions of our playground in Sikorsky Park, and a long period of time since the insurance fund was, or I should say the insurance reimbursement was actually provided to the township. Now that it has been, that along with some local open space dollars are going to be utilized to purchase equipment just over $50,000 worth to install into Sikorsky Park. There will be no tax impact to residents for this purchase. This again is being funded with this insurance reimbursement as well as with the local open space dollars, which have already been set aside each year. So there will be no direct impact to residents for this purchase. Any question on item number 5? All right, Council President, that's all that I have this evening, unless there's I have an update that this may be the appropriate time to provide. There is an update with respect to our parking lot in our downtown. There were a number of residents that were expressing concerns or questions with respect to pedestrian access on what is the north section of this lot, the section closest to Stevens Ave. This was something that I had been in contact and communication with our engineers about since the original curbs were installed. There, of course, is a bit of a time lapse between initial communications and plans being re-engineered and then contractors getting on site to make the corrections. That, along with the widening of the actual driveway apron, all happened this past weekend. There is, as many of you know, the lot is not yet really officially opened in the sense that the top coat of asphalt is not on. It is open for everyone to utilize, but the driveway apron will have been widened, and there is now a much easier pedestrian access way on the north side of this parking lot closest to Stevens Ave. There were some things that residents were raising concerns with. They were in the process of being addressed for a quite some time now, and they are now resolved. So still, please be very careful utilizing the lot. I know the light poles have not been installed, so if you may be unable to see the lower ones, they're having barrels placed around them. So please use caution while using the lot, but it is open for use, so feel free to use it. Any other questions from the council?
Thank you, Mayor. Can I have a motion to approve resolutions A through F?
So
Moved by Councilwoman Patel, second by Councilman Havelitz. There's a roll call for resolutions A through F.
Councilmember Patel,
yes.
Councilmember Havelitz,
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery,
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes. Can I have a motion to approve the following applications?
So moved.
Moved by Councilman Vanchery,
Second.
second by Councilman Havelitz. This is a roll call. Please call the roll for the applications.
Councilmember Patel,
Yes.
Councilmember Havelitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery,
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes. Madam Clerk, read ordinance 1499.
Second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 1499, an ordinance entitled Ordinance of the Township of Little Falls in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, regulating towing and storage services within the township.
The public hearing of ordinance 1499 is now open. Does anyone wish to speak on 1499? See no one come forward to speak. The public hearing on ordinance 1499 is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt 1499?
So moved.
Moved by Councilman Patel,
Second.
second by Councilman Vanchery. Call the roll to adopt 1499.
Councilmember Patel,
Yes.
Councilmember Havelitz.
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery,
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes, Madam Clerk, 1500.
Second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 1500, an ordinance entitled Ordinance of the Township of Little Falls in the County of Passaic, New Jersey, regulating heavy towing and storage services within the township.
The public hearing on ordinance 1500 is now open. Does anyone wish to speak on 1500? Seeing no one to come forward on 1500, the public hearing on ordinance 1500 is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt 1500?
So moved.
Moved by Councilwoman Hablitz,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Patel. This is a roll call to adopt 1500. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Havlet?
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery?
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes, Madam Clerk, 1501.
Second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 1501, an ordinance entitled, an ordinance of the Township of Little Falls in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, to amend Chapter 3, Administration of Government of the Code of the Township of Little Falls.
The public hearing on 1501 is now open. Does anyone wish to speak on 1501? Seeing no one come forward to speak, the public hearing on ordinance 1501 is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt 1501?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilwoman Hablitz, second by Councilwoman Patel. Please call the roll to adopt 1501.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Havlet?
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery?
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes, Madam Clerk, 1502, please.
Second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 1502, an ordinance entitled, an ordinance of the Township Council of the Township of Little Falls in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, to amend Chapter 7 on street regulations of the Code of the Township of Little Falls.
Thank you. The public hearing on ordinance 1502 is now open. Does anyone wish to speak on 1502? Seeing no one come before us to speak on 1502, the public hearing ordinance on 1502 is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt 1502? Moved by Councilman Vanchery,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Hablitz. Call the roll to adopt 1502.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Havlet?
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery?
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes, Madam Clerk, 1503.
Second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 1503, an ordinance entitled Capital Ordinance of the Township of Little Falls, County Passaic, New Jersey, authorizing the Little Falls Township Main Street Streetscape Project from Van Ness Avenue to Peckman Bridge Improvement Project 16, by and for the township appropriating therefore the sum of $644,137, and that such sum so appropriated shall be funded by a grant from the State of New Jersey Department of Transportation.
The public hearing on 1503 is now open. Does anyone wish to speak on 1503? Seeing no one come before us, the public hearing on 1503 is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt 1503?
So moved.
Moved by Councilwoman Patel, second by Councilman Vanchery. Call the roll, Madam Clerk, on 1503.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Havlet?
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery?
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes, Madam Clerk, 1504.
Second reading and public hearing of ordinance number 1504, an ordinance entitled, an ordinance of the Township Council of the Township of Little Falls in the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, to release, extinguish, and vacate the rights of the public in a portion of Paper Streets, Amity Street, and Cross Street.
The public hearing on 1504 is now open. Does anyone wish to speak on 1504? Seeing no one come before us, the public hearing on 1504 is now closed. Can I have a motion to adopt 1504?
So moved.
Moved by Councilwoman Hablitz, second by Councilman Vanchery. Call the roll on 1504.
Councilmember Patel?
Yes.
Councilmember Havlet?
Yes.
Councilmember Vanchery?
Yes.
Council President Scoba.
Yes. This Friday on October 11th, we're holding our Harvest Moon Dinner Dance. It's going to be from 6 to 9 at the Civic Center. Non-residents are $20. We're going to have some delicious food and music playing by DJ Angelo. For those that want to attend, you can reach out to me. The number's on the flyer, or call the municipal building. We also have two new hometown heroes. One is Angelo Everone, Special 4 U.S. Army Infantry, Vietnam Purple Heart recipient, and Angelo M. Verone, a private U.S. Army WW1. Councilwoman Patel?
Thank you, Council President. I would like to start off by thanking the Clifton Health Department for participating in the PBA's annual Oktoberfest this weekend. It was great to see so many residents stop by their table and engage with them. Just a few events that are coming up. The first one is on October 19th. It's the Health and Wellness Fair. It's going to be held at the Boys and Girls Club in Clifton. It's from 10 a.m. through 1 p.m. Everyone is invited, all Little Falls residents. They're going to have free yoga classes, chair massages, free blood pressure screenings, and giveaways. So everyone can make that a priority. It's going to be a great day. Then there's the Fall Rabies Clinic for dogs that's being held at the Clifton DPW on 307 East 7th Street. There's two dates. One's gonna be on Saturday, November 16th. That's from 2 to 4. And then again on Wednesday, November 20th, from 5 to 7. There's also the 2024 vaccination clinic. They have two dates in October, which are going to take place at Clifton City Hall. That's Wednesday, October 23rd and Wednesday, October 30th. But the Clifton Health Department will be at Town Hall here in Little Falls on the second floor on Monday, October 21st, between 3 and 5 p.m. And again, just a reminder, all weekly updates on vector-borne surveillance reports and COVID-19 and respiratory illness activity reports are being uploaded to the Health Department webpage on the Township website. So anyone can check those out. That's all I have, Council President.
Thank you, Councilwoman Patel. Councilwoman Havelitz.
Thank you, Council President. So I'll start with some library updates. On Thursday, October 17th at 6:30, Richard Stillman will have an Italian music show. You can register at the website of the library. There also will be coming up this month, 10/8, which is tomorrow, a Medicare education meeting at 6:30, telling you how Medicare works and some different Medicare plans. And also there will be an upcoming classic movie night on October the 10th at 6 p.m. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and it will be hosted by the grandson of Joan Crawford, Casey Lalaudy. The library also has a new YouTube channel, so check that out. That will be at Little Falls Public Library, NJ. I'm also happy to report that the township has been awarded another City Green Dig Into grant. We will be receiving 3,000 more daffodils and 10 more trees. So that will add on to the daffodils that we received last year through the grant and the trees. The Shade Tree Commission will be helping us finding places to plant the trees along with our DPW. If anyone is interested in helping plant along with our DPW and our garden club, please reach out to me at chablitz@lfnj.com. We're also in the final weeks of the farmers market and kicking off our farmer ween as we do every single October. This Sunday, there will be a doggy Halloween costume contest. Registration will start at 10:30, followed by a pumpkin painting event the following Sunday, and then ending our market on the 27th with trick or treating at the market. Finally, I'd like to say our run club is going strong. We've been getting about 10, 12 people every single week, so that's a good start. It meets every Sunday at 8:30 a.m. at the market. So come and join and prepare for our spooky sprint, which will be Sunday, October 20th, where you can register at runsignup.com. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Havelitz. Councilman Vanchery.
Thanks, Council President. Just wanted to say thank you to the Passaic Valley Unico chapter as well as members from their national organization that were here with us earlier this evening. We raised the Italian flag for Italian American Heritage Month. So grateful for the support that we always get from our local Unico chapter and all their members. And thank you for the coffee as well for out there on a cold night. So that's all I have, Council President.
Thank you, Councilor. Nothing. Chief Pearl.
No report, sir.
Have a motion to open the meeting to the public for agenda items.
So moved.
Moved by Councilman Vanchery,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Havelitz. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Madam Clerk.
Anyone wishing to address the Township Council may do so through the Council President. It is preferred if you give your name and address for the records. For the record, however, I'm sorry, comments are to be limited to 3 minutes. However, if appropriate, you may be granted additional time in the sole discretion of the Council President. Members of the public who have joined the meeting virtually and desire to provide comment shall raise their virtual hand in the Zoom application. The meeting moderator will cue the members of the public that wish to provide comment, and the Council President will recognize them in order. Members of the public who have joined the meeting by calling in must press *6 to mute and unmute themselves and *9 to raise their hand. Members of the public who have joined the meeting via the Zoom application must click the reactions icon and then the raise hand icon. Once the process is complete, we will return to the regular order of business.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The floor is now open. Anyone in our chat? I don't see no one wanting to speak. Is that correct? I don't see no one wanting to speak in our council chambers. Can I have a motion to close the public comments?
So moved.
Moved by Councilman Vanchery,
Second.
second by Councilwoman Havelitz. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those opposed? Motion carries. We're going to be going into executive session to discuss contract negotiations. There'll be no action. I anticipate maybe 15 minutes or so. Thank you. I'm sorry. Have a motion to go into executive. Moved by Councilman Vanchery, second by Councilman Patel. All those in favor? All those opposed? We'll go into executive.
It's nice in here. It's a little chill.
You're chilling?
A little bit.
Are we on? Have a motion to return to executive, from executive session.
So-
Moved by Councilman Vanchery, second by Councilman Vattel. All those in favor? All those opposed? Want to thank Mr. Catrone, Mrs. DiPiero, and Mrs. Kraus for helping me set this meeting up. Have a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Moved by Councilman Vanchery, second by Councilman Vattel. All those in favor? All those opposed? This meeting is now closed.